love the In the Kitchen with Mary music. I haven't heard it. You know, when I first got here at QVC, I was Mary's social host, and I had the best time ever, but always dancing and jamming out to the In the Kitchen with Mary theme song. So I love to hear it. Anyways, if you want a wow moment, a moment of spectacularness on your table for yourself, for your loved ones, for your guests, if you want this classic celebratory meal, a meal that really became popular in 1815. I did a little deep dive on what beef Wellington was all about. I'll tell you in a little bit. But then Julia Child made it really popular in the US in the 50s and 60s. That's what beef Wellington is all about. It is that gorgeous Midwestern corn-fed beef, which is lean and buttery and tender, with that duxelle sauce on top, which is gonna have all of the mushrooms that are finely diced with the shallots, and oh, so good. And then wrap it in the puff pastry, but you don't have to do the work. Our favorite, Rastelli, did all the work for us. This is the #1 selling food brand here at QVC. It's a Filet Mignon beef Wellington. You choose if you want 4 of them, or stock up and save nearly $30 when you choose 8 of them. It is M92780, ships either the week of November 6th or the week of December 4th. If you pick up the 4, it's going to be an price tag of $89.95 and an easy pay of $17.99, or you double it, but you don't double the price, and you pick up the 8 count. It's going to be $149.95, and then an easy pay of $29.99. Again, M92780. This is pure luxury. Let me invite in our good friend chef Tony Notaro. Tony Notaro, I haven't seen your face in so long. Come on in. Happy Christmas in July. What a pleasure and treat to see you, Tony.
Same here. Buona Natale to everybody. I'm going to put on my Christmas hat later for the 3 o'clock show, I promise. We're talking beef Wellington. So now you're talking the king of recipes that is given on the special holidays. Normally it takes a very long time. By the time you make the pastry dough and you do the duxelle and you get the meats cut and trimmed and made to the proper size, and then you assemble all that together, you're talking about a lot of work. Well, Ray Rastelli has taken all of that work out. We make them for you. This is exactly what it looks like when it comes out of your oven. So you have that beautiful pastry dough. Let me see if I can put this right here.
Oh.
That beautiful pastry dough, as you see, it's a puff pastry. And then on the inside is a 5-ounce filet mignon. You said it perfectly. It's Midwest beef, which comes from the farmers that Ray's been working with, gosh, for 46 years plus. And then the duxelle is mushrooms, shallots, garlic, sherry, and it is absolutely delicious. Let me show you the inside now that you know what it's going to look like, and then I'll come back and also show you how it comes to you packaged. So let's go on the inside. And I'm just going to flare this open, and you'll be able to see just how beautiful that meat is. And this is actually a little on the well side, but still it's moist and tender. So you get that beautiful flavor of the puff pastry dough. The duxelle that's on the top is that mushroom blend that I told you, and I use primini, portobello, and button mushrooms mixed together with garlic, fresh shallots, and then butter. Butter's the key to that duxelle. And then we just saute them down, show you what it looks like.
It's such a lengthy process. I mean, I have made this before. It takes time. It takes patience, not just to like prep it, but also to simmer it down so all of those flavors really meld. Now you are showing us one that you said is a little bit more well done. Can you talk to us about how we prepare this and get it to the wellness that we prefer?
Sure. So they come to you completely frozen, individually wrapped. This is what they look like when they get them. You'll either get 4 in the box, or you'll get 2 boxes for the 8 if you decide to buy the 8, and I suggest that you do because they will go quick. You take them out of this package, put them on a cookie sheet and parchment paper, preheat your oven to 430 degrees, and in 23 minutes, you'll have about 120 to 125 degree internal temperature. Now, that's medium rare to rare. I like mine about 145 to 50, which is that medium rare mark. You add 5 minutes for every section that you want to do. So if you're doing that 23 minutes, you'll get medium rare. If you do it at 28 minutes, you'll get medium. If you do it at let's say 33 minutes, you're going to get a well done. And some people like that. But remember, because this is filet mignon and it's corn-fed beef from the Midwest, right from our heartland of the USA, it is tender, delicious, and it actually is moist because of that duxelle. The duxelle brings that moisture and flavor to it.
This is my dream come true. There's something about a beef Wellington that just feels luxurious. It feels celebratory. So while you're welcoming your guests into your home for the holiday season, think about picking this up. Think about having this in the center of your plate. Think about all the extra time that you've just bought yourself getting to spend with your loved ones who are visiting. Look, when I go home, I get to go home every other Christmas time. So this Christmas time, I'll be going home to celebrate with my family. And I don't want to be stuck in the kitchen. I don't want my mom and my dad to be stuck in the kitchen. I want to spend time with them. I haven't seen them in a really long time. But I also want a meal fit for a king. Well, a meal fit for a duke, in fact, because this was a recipe that was created for the first Duke of Wellington celebrating his victory in the Battle of Waterloo from 1815. That's when this originated, and that staying power, it's fit for royalty for a reason. You don't see it on menus very often because it's very time consuming, it's very expensive. There's a lot of preparation, a lot of mise en place, and it's just, but the payoff is so glorious. So think about all those things that you don't have to do. You don't have to do the grocery shopping. You don't have to do the prep. You don't have to do the wrapping. Gorgeously wrapped, by the way, in that puff pastry. So it's like a little present, each little one. But not little. It's 5 ounces of that gorgeous Midwestern corn-fed beef, that duxelle sauce, and that flaky, buttery puff pastry. Ugh. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this.
There it is.
Chef Tony. That's
there it
heaven.
is. So you can see the texture of the beef. That's real hand trimmed by our master butchers, filet mignon. And then the duxelle that you saw to the left, that's the different type of mushrooms that we blend together with the butter, shallots, the garlic, and a little bit of sherry. Now, Ray likes to do his with a burgundy wine, so it'll be a little more on the red side.
Ooh.
I'm more the traditionalist. I use sherry, but you can use any wine that you want. But this recipe has that burgundy in it.
Okay.
You said meats and plots, so I'm very impressed because that's a culinary term.
Yeah.
And one of the things people don't know is the duxelle is one of the major things that's taught in culinary school to every culinary student. It's like the 5 mother sauces of French cooking.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know how to make a good duxelle in order to call yourself a chef.
Oh.
So to show you how it's made, here we have the puff pastry down on the bottom. I have the duxelle on the bottom. I put my filet on top. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of my duxelle. I'm going to place this on top. And I'm going to spread it evenly. And that's going to bring, remember, the flavor and moisture of that butter, garlic, and shallots all into the flavor. We'll put this here. And then we do all the work. We take this side, and this side, and this side, and we just tuck it all together. And then we ribbon this into a beautiful knot.
Gorgeous.
And then they're immediately flash frozen. One of the things I would love our foodies to know, you just saw me make one live. We're not going to make these until your ship date, about 4 days before your ship date.
Oh.
We will send them to you nice and fresh, just done and flash frozen right to your door.
Well, you choose if you want 4 of them or 8 of them. If you pick up 8, it's a stock up and save of a nickel shy of $30. Your easy pay is $17.99 or $29.99. It's M92780. It's a true moment of culinary luxury. Chef Tony, it's so great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. You're going to enjoy